We are 70% of H1B. In fact, मैं तो ये सोच रहा था, I think they are going point by point after India. First tariffs, then this, what's coming next. By the way, I think our IT industry, although it's the most vulnerable segment, but if you look at trends, I think our H1B screws were already being tight. These are the people, American citizens, who have relied on H1Bs to work. I think this has a lesser short-term impact, more long-term. Yeah, I think this graph is indicating that they send their students, जाओ भाई पढ़ के आओ US में, get educated in best premier institute, come back.
I don't think consumption of a 500 rupee product is going to go through the roof. Everybody still has the Amazon app. They'll always have the Amazon app. और अगले 3 साल तो रखेंगे लोग कितना भी बड़ा हो जाए Blinkit और Instamart. So Amazon now has 3 years to just scale to the top 20 cities and then it will become habit कि यार मैं मंगा लूंगा ना Amazon now. I know enough brands who are saying we would prefer to keep Flipkart and Amazon like scale there with Flipkart Minutes and Amazon now because they behave like retailer platforms. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 48 of the Asymmetric podcast. We are in between a massive change, GST reforms, H1B rules changing, a bunch of things happening. We have a short and light episode today where we cover the potential impact of the H1B ruling, whatever it is. I know it's been a little bit of flip-flop from the US government on what exactly are the rules, but we thought we should at least discuss the potential impact on India, potentially on our GDP, but more critically, what does our talent or future for India look like based on this new world order? We also spent a little bit time on GST. It's very, very new for all of us. We're still trying to figure out the real impact. It's been a very expeditious rollout by the entire industry, and things are not yet clear as to how they'll play out. But excited and hopeful as always to see how the large companies get benefited from the proposed potential increase in consumption. That and a little bit of more banter in a short and light episode today. Stay tuned. Special shout out to Harnoor Saini. Joined GoQuick, and the first thing that she's worked on is creating some amazing insights and research for the H1B part of the episode. So special shout out to her as well.
This is there are almost 4 lakh new plus renewal applications for H1B. ठीक है, उसमें से न्यू अप्रूवल्स एवरी ईयर इज 132K.
Okay.
India is number 1 in that. 71% is India.
For new approvals.
New approvals. New
Okay.
all. So this is almost 400K. 3 साल के लिए मिलता है ना, तो assuming one third भी होता होगा.
Got it.
But largely you look at this occupation one, which Shantanu is saying, mostly it's engineers, etc. यार. You look at
Yeah.
like 75% तो यही हो गया.
Hmm.
Medicine is 4 odd percent. Good part is that at least they have clarified that it's not on renewals, it's only for new applications.
Hmm.
It's only on new application. Right.
Yeah.
I think the team has tried to do Shantanu's favorite 2x2 again. कि वो बोल रहे थे, शांतनु एकदम पॉड पे बोल रहा था, और 2x2 मजा आ गया. So they've tried doing this cost arbitrage versus market gap. कि कहाँ पे cost arbitrage है versus let's say a market gap of that skill in US. Is it scarce versus abundant? So I think that if you look at grid 1, which is high cost arbitrage, high market gap. कि US में ऐसा talent नहीं है. That's mid-tier data software engineers. But that can be easily offshore to GCCs. Right, so that's why we should see a lot more push towards more GCCs. This is like analytics teams. वो सारा जो है is here, and then on grid 2 is high cost arbitrage, low market gap, which is the entry level ops maintenance. I think this is very much hireable in US and also can be outsourced also. Remote feasibility है इसमें.
मेरे हिसाब से they'll outsource it more than localize it because
this can be remotely done. I think the
I don't think there
interesting
was.
one.
Sorry, just to interrupt. I don't think there was ever a talent gap. It's just फितरत नहीं है यार मेहनत करने.
ये वाला talent gap है. So the grid 3 is block 3 is talent gap.
Correct.
This is the like high end R&D, advanced
Correct.
tech, rare skills. That's the gap.
Correct.
Right. तो ये तो बहुत बड़ा gap है. This is where at least we are seeing all the big tech companies paying like top dollars, $1 million joining bonuses, etc.
Yeah.
And then this is the fresher managers, on-site people, which is still a little bit of low cost arbitrage. But gap नहीं है इतना market में. I think this should at least a lot of local hiring should happen here.
Yeah.
I think interesting ये है कि if you see this ना, so big tech FANG companies को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा, which was the grade 3 answer.
Hmm.
कि उनको जो hiring करनी है, I think they can easily absorb their large balance sheets, like their R&D budgets are huge.
Yeah.
It's so largely that bucket is not affected.
Yeah.
If you look at it from a point of view of, I think it's largely going to affect our IT services, movement to GCC,
Yeah.
these on-site managers, which were there. उनको ज़्यादा effect है.
Yeah.
If you are a
The
rare skilled person, तो
yeah.
US is always being invited, and if you're paying like 300K to $1 million salary, 100K दे देंगे ना.
Yeah. There is a
Right.
estimate that I saw somewhere that 200 to 500 million dollars of additional cost for the
पूरा-
current. I don't know if that was before he announced it's only for new. I think the first knee-jerk reaction was if it's for renewals also, there would be a 2 to 500 million dollar expense for our current IT services firms. Maybe it got revised downwards later based
हाँ, I
on the
think अब
new
तो कम होगा.
application.
Correct. I think this is, by the way, I think our IT industry, although it's the most vulnerable segment, but if you look at trends, I think our H1B screws were already being tightened.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? If you see trends, it was already coming down. Correct. On-site to off-site ratio used to be 30-70, already 20-80 हो गया.
This is
I
also a
think
little
even
bit, it'll come down more. I think this is also a function of
Mhm.
Chirag. In the end, even for a Infosys or a TCS, now the on-site guy costs a lot more. So from a
Yeah.
EBITDA efficiency perspective, they would always say that let's have more juniors than seniors, let's have more offshore people than on-site people. Like pre-sales or customer success छोड़ के किसी और को, like delivery doesn't need to be on-site,
चाहिए
right?
यार,
So
वही चाहिए यार, implementation का engineer चाहिए, यही लोग चाहिए होते हैं.
वो भी अब
Right.
यार considering on-prem से cloud movement आ गया है, even implementation would be done remotely
By the
largely.
way, you'll be surprised of that on-prem, 60% of enterprises are still on non-cloud.
Wow, that's a very large number.
Yeah. It's still हमें लगता है because we all use cloud, but at least what is now being said is that this should not have or I think PAT impact तो बहुत है, 0.5 to 6% is what people are, but it was not what earlier was told कि सब पे लगा देंगे.
Hmm.
Right. So I think it adds to the headwinds what
Yeah.
IT services. In fact, मैं तो ये सोच रहा था, I think they are going point by point after India. Right. So first tariffs, then this. So what's coming next?
Hmm.
Because this is like clearly looks like we are the most affected. We are 70% of H1B.
Actually, I have a different view, Chira. I just think that if you look at the number of announcements that the Trump administration has made in the first
Hmm.
less than a year, like 9 months of being in
9
power,
months.
they've just done so many things, and I don't think we hear about the non-India impact ones. Like for example,
Mm.
I don't know how many people in India know that they blew up a Venezuelan boat because they thought इसमें drugs आ रहे हैं करके. Like they have been on a rampage across everything that they feel impacts the US adversely. And
Correct.
I think what becomes news in India is 2-3 of the things that affect us the most, right? Broadly for them, at least, everything is either we reduce cost of things coming into US or we put a tax, which is what tariff was, to increase our revenue. See, the biggest problem plaguing the US right now is, and will continue to plague them, is their debt. And they need a way to pare the debt down,
Yeah.
which is very hard because they have $1 trillion interest expense every year, which is crazy, right? मतलब साल का $1 trillion तुमको interest भी दे रहा है करके. Principal तो is like 38 trillion or some number
37.
like that,
Mm.
right? And the interest costs are not coming down because the Fed chair is not listening and not reducing the interest rate. So the
हो
I
गया
think there
वैसे
is
एक
some
rate cut हो गया. Rate cut हो गया एक.
25 bips किया है कुछ तो.
25 bits हुआ है. At least they have now started reducing. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
the point is right.
broad problem I hear is 8 to 10 trillion was coming up for refinancing somewhere in this quarter or next quarter, which will get refinanced at a much higher rate. Interest cost goes up even more. They don't have enough revenue and they need a way to build more revenue. Like that happens in two ways. GDP grows faster than the debt, which is very tough at that kind of scale. Second, you just earn more, right? And tariffs, like I think they were very proud of saying that $500 million or $500 billion or something is their annual estimate of tariff income that may happen based on all the tariffs continue for a while. So I think they're just desperately just trying to solve their core economic issue. और उसमें there is a collateral damage which is everyone else. उसमें हम भी थोड़े collateral damage तो होगा ही होगा. I actually think that they are in such a precarious position and they know it. They can't go and accept कि यार हमारी लग गई है इसलिए हम ये सब कर रहे हैं.
यार वो तो
It's a
US
nice
thing.
narrative and storytelling, right? Like founder is never going to say कि लग गई. Founder बोलेगा नहीं, I'm fighting hard and बस अब बस आ ही गया, अगला quarter बढ़िया होगा and stuff like that. Similarly, it's a narrative that they have to play, right? And I think everyone knows it. I think the smartest, most long-term oriented people know that in the end it's a last-ditch effort to make sure that the US doesn't go down in the next 10 years. Like, can we extend that power that they had for so long for maybe 20 more years, right? They'll try, and that's why they're doing all of these things. And they're hoping that we'll...
The interesting part is, since you were mentioning this now, these are the people, American citizens, who have relied on H-1Bs to work.
Mm.
Right? So isn't this, I think this has a lesser short-term impact, more long-term impact.
Correct.
If this
But
stays.
yeah.
If this stays. You look at all of these people who have gone to US, innovated, built large companies. Where does all of that go?
Yeah. My view is, I think the best decades of US are anyway behind them, right? Now, and AI, if AI had not inflected at the time that it did, maybe you would have seen a even sharper drop off. But if you see all the investments now coming in from a SoftBank or the Saudis, etc., in AI, is essentially at least giving them a fresh push into कि यार चलो ये market फिर भी figure out कर लेगा, because they are the most advanced capitalist nation in that sense, which is open for business. Like China is still a very advanced nation, but it's just closed for business for most external folks, right? So in the end, I think it's exactly what even our government does. Ki, can I attract more capital for my country to do better? Is what at least they are also trying to do. Can we attract?
Well, I think
Couple
India,
of
that
trillion.
way, Atmanirbhar Bharat, I think we are learning from what China did. Look at this graph. Also,
Yeah, yeah.
Avnish also showed us that they have only 13% export dependency on US. China. Look at this graph. Almost, I think something happened to this graph. So, yeah. The left one is student share. Almost similar. Percentage of students going from both countries is almost similar. But look at H-1B share, which is what at least Avnish was also hinting now. I think this graph is indicating that they send their students, जाओ भाई पढ़ के आओ US में, get educated in best premier institutes, come back.
या 1-2 साल काम भी कर लो, समझ लो कि कैसे दुनिया चलती है, फिर वापस आके यहाँ आके बनाओ तुम.
Correct. So interestingly, this is being called as the China sea turtle model. That you send your people there, get educated, and then come back.
We'll see. Right. Seems very interesting. It's very stark. I mean,
very stark. Very stark.
Very, very stark.
I think this has multiple other ramifications. One is, of course, education loans.
Yeah.
50% of all foreign education loans are to US universities. Students going to universities, US universities. I think it's an opportunity also for Australia and UK. I don't know whether that will happen or not, but मुझे लगता है short term में NPA जरूर बढ़ेगा. Anyways, in this category, this is a high NPA category.
Because this is very long-term loans, right? Like these are like 2-year loans, 4-year loans, sometimes undergrad के लिए, and your ability to pay is on the fact कि यहाँ पे तो नौकरी मिल ही जानी थी करके.
Correct.
So aren't there like 3-4 large edtech startups that are like designed around getting you admission in top institutes in US and UK and stuff like that, and then they also
Geek
fund.
Finance also doing something like on this only.
Yeah, Arnav is doing this only.
Even Upgrade technically followed this model, no? Nokia. I think they have followed this also.
There are a lot of, there's also like a massive freelance model. A lot of these independent individual consultants who charge a bomb, like who charge like 1 crore for every admission to like the top 20-25 universities in undergrad. So this is a huge industry in general, not just startups. Huge. 50% of exposure is for US is crazy. But yeah, like I know a lot of people. Pune, for example, Pune is a very high engineering focused city. In general, if you're doing well in 10th and 12th, you go into engineering, then you go for your master's degree, then you work there. Like there's a very classic case for most engineers from Pune. But there is a huge shift now. Last 2 years or so, people have taken 60, 70, 80 lakh loans, and if you don't get a job there, then you're not able to pay it off. So now you come here, the guy is working in a 10 lakh, 12 lakh per year job, paying off a 60 lakh loan. So बहुत ही stuck है मतलब. So then now the fear of going to the US is so much higher than the benefit that people would see before.
For
but
both,
sorry, H-1B though is a big dramatic shift. But even for the last 1 year, we've been hearing a lot, right? That US, UK में इतने जो the Canada shut down and said
it was anyways becoming tougher.
migrants.
I think this is like another milestone only in that journey.
तो ये तो actually पूरे industry के लिए struggle होगा. This is a massive industry. Like last 20 years, this industry would have boomed so significantly because there are 2-3 large VC-backed unicorns in this space. तो तुम्हारा जो the difference is, Shantanu, the consultants were proprietorships. So they would
Yes.
work on cash flow कि भाई enough पैसा बन गया करके, and it's service fee कि एडमिशन हो गया, मेरा काम हो गया, ये लोन दिला दिया, मेरा काम हो गया, मैं पैसा अपफ्रंट ले लूंगा.
Correct,
प्रॉब्लम है
correct.
जिसने लोन दिया है, जिसको रिकवरी करना है.
हाँ
देयर आर
हाँ,
नो
मैं बोल रहा हूँ मार्केट बड़ा
कंसल्टेंट्स
है.
इन दैट. नहीं, हाँ हाँ, पर आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि वो सब लोग का कुछ और इनकम ढूंढना पड़ेगा उनको, बिकॉज देयर इनकम विल रिड्यूस. What I was talking
Massively.
about is if there's a loan book, let's say there is a $2 billion loan book, जिसमें suddenly NPA will go from 3% to 20%, तो इंडस्ट्री खत्म हो, 10% पे इंडस्ट्री खत्म हो जाएगी यार.
Yeah. This is principal loss, bro. All gone. And plus headwind that there are not going to be. It's not like this looks like temporary. This looks like more secular because इससे पहले भी at least the number of applications have gone down. People going there have gone down. And what's
यार
going to
ये
happen? इसका अपने let's say overall India ecosystem पे क्या impact है? Because at least I would say that these are better talented people who were going out now are coming back, are staying back in. Is it going to increase even more unemployment in the country? I think वो तो होगा ही. But more
I-
supply na again.
yeah, I think honestly, unless you were financially independent family who has gone to IB and then going to these US schools for undergrad, वो उनको कोई फर्क नहीं है. They will anyway do a good job here in India, or they'll start their own
They were
businesses.
the Indian sea turtles. They were anyways going to come back.
Correct, right? I think it's a good thing if you are not taking a crazy 50 lakh loan and then going and just because तुम्हें लग रहा है कि वो stamp बहुत अच्छा है. I actually think in a way it's a good thing for the country if people just stop believing that my life will become better because I go to this XYZ
Yeah, it's a
university.
blessing in disguise for us.
Correct. So I
Ignore the
fully
short
think,
term.
yeah.
I think
I
even
think it's
for employed there, and let's say if they don't end up renewing
yeah.
and it will come back, which takes me to I think मुझे लगता है net over long term positive होना चाहिए.
I think a large part of the people who wanted to go to these universities were like, कि यार मैं इतना देख रहा हूँ, struggle है. They were anyway a little against the struggle that comes with India. If they don't change that mentality, they will struggle. You will have to accept the fact that, yaar, if you want to build the nation, then you have to work hard. And yes, it is what it is. I'm not saying corruption is okay. I'm not saying that roads are okay, but stop cribbing and do something about it, right?
वो ठीक है. I
Unless
think
people
largely what has changed, Revant, in the last 10 years is I think opportunities in India, right?
I don't disagree, but it's still going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, right? लोगों को
I
ये
don't
था
think so,
कि
yaar. I don't think so, RB. I think there is so much superficial comfort in the West now that people, I go there, I see people living, they live very difficult lives, yaar. But with the
I don't-
illusion that they're living an easy life. बहुत
मैं
मेहनत
बोल
करते हैं,
रहा
सब कुछ खुद करना
यहाँ
पड़ता है.
पे
It's
वो
so difficult to live in small houses.
अरे बट अभी भी वो इल्यूजन है ना, क्यों लोग लाइन लगा के बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे बाहर जाना है करके, बिकॉज पीपल वांट हैव दिस बिलीफ दैट इफ आई गेट दिस स्टैम्प, व्हाई इज IITs में इतना कम एक्सेप्टेंस रेट, इतने लोग क्यों अप्लाई करते हैं? सबको लगता है कि दिस इज द गेटवे टू सक्सेस. अनफॉर्चुनेटली यूएस यूनिवर्सिटीज आल्सो बिकेम दैट, कि आई विल गो टू द यूएस एंड इट विल बिकम माय गेटवे ऑफ सक्सेस. You are not
Yeah.
from that batch, maybe Shantanu, like me and Chirag, we passed out 1 year आगे पीछे. In that period, early 2000s till maybe 2010, most people would do an engineering and say कि MS करने आना है करके बाहर. क्योंकि यार अच्छी नौकरी नहीं मिलेगी, TCS VCS में कौन नौकरी करेगा 3-4 लाख रुपए पे and stuff like that. But I mean, and then MBA became that escape for 10 years, right?
Actually, you're right.
Uh,
The average life of the average person who migrates to the US is far better than the average life of the average engineer who stays back. That I agree with you.
but that's
That
what
I
you have to
agree
look
with
at, na? You have to look at the 90th
Yeah.
percentile and say कि यार इनको
Yeah,
लाइफ
I
में
agree with
थोड़ा
you, absolutely.
स्ट्रेस आएगा.
Yeah.
Like yes, the job आप तो TCS भी नहीं हायर कर रहा है, बोल रहा है कि भाई लोग नहीं चाहिए करके. तो it is going to be hard, but we still have to look at the fact that if you are willing, again, if you're going to go from a 4 trillion to a 10 trillion or 15 trillion economy, opportunities are going to be there. It's just that you will have to still work hard for it. It will not come as easily as it does in maybe in a UK or an Australia or a US, which is why people left for that. कि यार
थोड़ा reset है
थोड़ा
in
reset तो
terms
लगेगा,
of.
mental reset लगेगा ये.
But I can definitely vouch for it. India is much better what it was 10 years ago. But मैं तो 2020 में भी सोच रहा था बाहर जाने की. So I'm why to go back to 2010? I was in the same boat in 2020 also.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I
think
am
this
more
has-
worried on the immediate impact on, if you think about it, I know hopefully physics wala touchwood goes IPO quickly. The entire edtech got wiped out a lot of I mean, I would say venture book or private equity book got wiped out. Is this a second movement for edtech where some of these companies that were large and profitable on this business model will, I don't know what is the actual impact, but I'm sure at least even if the NPA doesn't go to a question mark ki dhande exist nahi karenge, the overall growth of
New
these businesses will start slowing
new
down.
loan book तो is under question.
Yeah.
What under question, sorry?
New loan book.
Because every year the
Ah.
number of students now that you're able to send outside. See, technically what is happening is globalization is getting reversed. One advantage of one second order effect of globalization was that people could go to different countries and study and then work in those countries, and people accepted that. But if you're reversing globalization and every country is doing it, by the way, this is happened in Canada, happening in Australia, will happen in UK also. So most countries are slowing down and saying कि भाई हमें नहीं और students चाहिए
और
बाहर
लोग
के
नहीं
करके,
चाहिए.
और लोग नहीं चाहिए. So this does ideally impact this industry also a little. And there is significant venture and private dollar in this industry also. 3-4 unicorns है इस space में.
इस बार ये comment आने वाला है रेवंत के ऊपर, समझाते अच्छा हो आप. चटनी डाल के दिखाओ.
No, but you both are also parents also, see, of young boys or young children. I also feel like, for example, a lot of backward decision making. Like, for example, IB versus CBSE कौन से बोर्ड में भेजना है, बच्चों को कैसे पढ़ाना है. Like, have you both thought about it? Like, I'm sure you must have, right? कि boss, like, for
No.
example, most partners in McKinsey, उनको, like, let me take that example because that's where I have a lot of parents friends. सब IB में बच्चे, और अब सबकी फटी है कि shit man. Like, now this whole US thing is like is not real. It may not be real if things continue like this. Some are saying कि
Well,
2028 में
that's my limited ask to everybody कि आप long term planning करो, right? But don't do it from a level की input भी same रहेगा. आप long term output के लिए plan कर सकते हो, but the inputs you will have to like be nimble. That's what happens in business.
मतलब same what?
So it's like same thing, right? कि अब
Environment
आप
change हो गया. अभी आउटपुट सेम चाहिए. We about you want to be a learned, educated person who's well employed. यही है ना आउटपुट.
यही output
अभी
है ना.
उसका इनपुट एक ही नहीं होगा ना कि यूएस जाओ और वहां पे करो.
Correct.
राइट. फॉर एग्जांपल शांतनु, लेट्स से इफ द एस्पिरेशन इज टू गेट अ मैकिंजी जॉब, वो यूएस जाके ही नहीं होगी ना, इंडिया में भी तो तूने ले ली.
हाँ.
So there are different ways of
Very, I'll tell you, but actually that's the point. Most people believe that if you go to an INSEAD, वहाँ पे 80-90 लोग लेते थे. Whereas I am अहमदाबाद में या लखनऊ में 3 या 4-5 लोग लेंगे, 10 लोग लेंगे.
So many you have done double MBA यार to get McKinsey.
Just to do this. So just actually it's a great example. So most McKinsey partners would believe कि भाई मैं भले इंडिया में बड़ा हो गया और बहुत ही इज्जत कमा ली, लेकिन I still rose lower than the guy who passed out of Harvard or INSEAD. There is a easier stepping stone to success, जहाँ पे the path is not that hard. See, every McKinsey guy in India partner Shantanu would be IIT IM या ISB,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, something like
So
that. Yeah.
everybody believes that मेरे लिए बहुत hard था. My children should not be able to go through such a hard process, which is why everyone would have taken that as an input. कि IB लो, global रहो, etc. etc. So the intention is right. My view is, मतलब I like to always believe that यार आप agency सिखाओ, बाकी ये सब मोमा है. Like I would rather, we discussed this in the last episode, right? कि यार आप ये सिखाओ ना कि how do you remain curious? How do you remain high agency, right? In the world of AI. That is far more relevant than bloody English speaking skills यार. I mean ठीक है English तो करना है, but accent में English बात करने की जरूरत नहीं है यार उसके लिए, which is what most IB kids would do, right? Discuss this in the last episode, right? कि like there should be education for today's young generation. And I sent you guys in this morning, right? There is a company that is trying to do this for children. Which is कि यार इनको AI सिखाओ करने. So I think I would rather teach my son AI यार.
Yeah.
And curiosity and the fact that यार सब problem solve हो सकते हैं करके.
That is
और
what
I
is
really,
how to learn and being curious.
yeah.
ये दो चीजें आ जाए तो I think
There is one thing that really stayed with me, Shantanu. Somehow now I get like, I actually hear it, though I don't see it again and again, but I can see your face at least once every day saying that statement. कि the job of the founder is not to solve the hardest problem. The job of the founder is to identify the hardest problem. कि solve करना क्या है, कोई और solve कर लेगा. Right? I think बहुत मेरे को एकदम हिट कर गया यार वो कि यार मतलब क्या बोला करके तूने यार, ये तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग. हर तो ये जब भी मैं अटकता हूँ ना कहीं पे, फिर मैं रुकता हूँ कि रुक जा यार, मैं क्यों सॉल्व कर रहा हूँ, पहले क्या प्रॉब्लम सही आइडेंटिफाई किया है करके, और एकदम तू सामने आता है. तो जॉब ऑफ द फाउंडर इज नॉट टू सॉल्व द हार्डेस्ट प्रॉब्लम. तो सेम सिचुएशन है ना.
All my consulting career has now been validated in this one feedback.
I think your quarter has already ended well.
हाँ, आ गया मंदिर से प्रसाद आ गया आज.
यार जीएसटी कम होने का इम्पैक्ट देख रहा
Yeah, but I agree. I agree.
है. I think it's well said. that we
Hmm.
confuse or we put like on us, whereas you explained that day ना कि हमारे पास resource है ना यार, इधर
Hmm.
technology लगा लो, लोग लगा लो, money लगा लो, put something to use, but identification of the problem is wrong, then we have no one to blame.
Correct. So
I
for a
also feel.
parent also, sorry, just
Hmm.
to complete that thought, so for a parent also, just identifying कि यार बच्चे को उसकी पर्सनल फिजिकल और मेंटल डेवलपमेंट के लिए क्या चाहिए इज
Hmm.
मोर इंपॉर्टेंट देन सेइंग कि यार यही सोल्यूशन है, आईबी है या आईसीएसई है एक्सेट्रा. लाइक बी निम्बल इनफ ना कि यार माय चाइल्ड इज डिफरेंट. आइडेंटिफाई द प्रॉब्लम टू बी सॉल्व्ड, सॉल्यूशन तो निकल आएगा फिर वो. वी अनफॉर्चुनेटली इन एजुकेशन हैव दिस वन ट्रैक माइंड कि यार यही है करके यही करना है, सब यही करेंगे तो हो
हाँ.
जाएगा. जैसे मैथ्स पढ़ेंगे तो आईआईटी हो जाएगा, ये करेंगे तो वो हो जाएगा, आईएम अहमदाबाद जाएंगे तो मैकेंजी हो जाएगा. लाइक ये this is not. I think we have to be more and more nimble as parents because you started with that question, right? कि how do we? At least that's what I think. कि यार just keep watching. क्या चेंज हो रहा है, अब क्या जरूरत है, अब क्या जरूरत है, एंड यू शुड हैव इनफ वर्सेटिलिटी इन द एजुकेशन सिस्टम टू फिगर दैट आउट. लाइक व्हाट आई लाइक इज इफ हृदय स्कूल इज गिविंग हिम कि चलो ठीक है चिट्ठा है, कोई टेंशन नहीं, क्रिकेट खेल रहा है तू कर्नाटका के लिए तो कोई नहीं, चलो लाइक वी अंडरस्टैंड. दैट फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इज इनफ ना. अब बाकी यार मैथ्स अच्छा पढ़ा रहे हैं या साइंस अच्छा पढ़ा रहे हैं वो तो सेकेंडरी है ना. But that's the problem identification. He should go to a school that will allow him to explore his curiosities. Can I represent India in cricket? Because that's
Yeah.
the vector you want to first find an answer to. अगर उसका आंसर नो आ गया फिर नेक्स्ट वेक्टर पे सॉल्व करेंगे. बट ये सारे इट्स अ डिस्कवरी प्रोसेस. लाइक आई थिंक ब्रॉडली इफ यू आस्क मी माई आंसर टू दिस पेरेंटिंग क्वेश्चन इज कि यार अगले 18 साल इट्स अ टू बी सॉल्व प्रॉब्लम. और हर 6 महीने आप आर्टिकुलेट करो फिर से कि आप क्या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना है.
हाँ, कहाँ पता है? और
किसी को
कमिट
नहीं
कर
पता
दो
है.
यार, जो मतलब आंसर निकालना है उसपे कमिट कर दो पूरा कि अब
करेक्ट.
if it means that we'll go back in education by 1 year in the CBSE scheme of things, it's
करेक्ट.
fine.
यानी थोड़ा
Interesting.
फिलोसॉफिकल हो गया. वी शुड कम बैक टू द डेटा.
I think एक और by the
Remittance,
way
yeah, this is a big one.
scheduled है that this is probably, you know, US drives today 25% or almost 1/4 of our remittances.
कितना अपना
Hmm.
400-500 billion, अच्छा नहीं 129 billion, बस that's it.
120, yeah, and then 35
Hmm.
billion dollars is from US. ये वाला पैसा जो है ना बहुत सारा used to go towards let's say elderly parents, their care, buying properties. I think that sector is will get impacted. It might have a, by the way, it might have a short term uplift also because let's say now immediately people want to come back
Hmm.
and they'll buy homes,
Hmm.
they'll send back money. इसमें भी startups है ना कुछ aren't there startups on remittances?
है. I don't remember names as such, but there are a couple of them which are trying to make tax filing for expats easy, investing in India easy. आपको एफडी बुक करना है बहुत पेनफुल है यार, एनआरई एनआरओ अकाउंट से सब इन्वेस्ट करना है इंडिया में. तो आई थिंक देयर आर अ फ्यू हु आर ट्राइंग टू, बट छोटे हैं. देयर इज नथिंग वेरी बिग इन दिस. ऑल्सो वेल्थ टेक ना बाय डिजाइन doesn't require that much capital. So the amount of venture dollar that goes into wealth tech is limited because these businesses become profitable very quickly. Services income काफी ठीक रहता है ना, प्रोसेसिंग फी और वो सब तो. एंड ये इनहेरेंटली बहुत इसमें कैश ज्यादा नहीं होता है. या ह्यूज यार, सऊदी एंड यूएई. सऊदी
वही
लाइक
वाला ही तो है ना, वो एक और ग्राफ है ना which shows that number of people relocating from or millionaires relocating from India to
या
UAE as a
I'm
base.
actually curious to know remittance per capita. How many people are doing this? Really interesting. I have a
यूएई
feeling
में 10
UAE
मिलियन
and
लोग हैं. 3.9 मिलियन इंडियंस है भाई. 3.9 मिलियन इंडियंस ऑफ इन यूएई आर सेंडिंग बैक $20 billion.
20 billion.
$6,000 per person per year.
It's a lot
$5,000 per
यार.
person.
Considering
Hmm.
out of the 3.9 million, 3 million would be maybe blue collar workforce.
Blue collar, yeah, that's what I was thinking. इसमें
So
median and average will be good to know.
yeah, US में तो काफी ठीक ठाक population अपना. I think we are what 350 million में we are 2% of population. What is the number of
Hmm.
Indians?
Sorry,
Yeah.
where?
US में what is 350 million population? India is about 2%.
I was arriving at the same number. Let's say even if I take it from H1B,
हाँ.
H1B is totally 700K, 70% are Indians. 500K.
नहीं
5
but
लाख लोग.
L1 L2 पे बहुत लोग होंगे यार.
हाँ तो डबल कर लेते हैं.
Hmm.
2% is how much? 2% is like higher than 7 million more.
I think so because there are a lot of people. By the way, you forget green card holders, Chirag. Na? See, people have been going to the US for 30
These are,
years.
by the way, these are like they can take a family with them, na? So people will of course increase.
Correct. So, for
These are-
example, after 6-7 years of H1B, you can convert to a green card. Abhi slow ho gaya tha process, but till about 2020, the process was decent and people used to quickly get, right? So, the number of people who would be having a green card and sending money back with, so I think there are about roughly 6-7 million people in the US. So, therefore, actually, if you see, it's not that big a number of people sending back money. I don't know how many are students in that 6-7 million, but working population would be similar to the UAE. Because UAE would not have a lot of students.
Yeah.
ये बहुत बहुत लंबा चल गया है ये मतलब this shadow boxing of who will
Blink.
blink first is the gone on too long now.
It's a lot of
बर्थडे
games.
विशेस भी हो गया यार अभी आगे बढ़ो यार too much uncertainty.
Lot of game theory happening. We will boost our consumer demand. He will put tariff. Then this.
कितने टाइम हम सोचते हैं ना कि we are all just puppets in this game ना like actually मैट्रिक्स में रहते हैं मेरे को लगता है वो प्रोग्राम अलग ही चल रहा है.
Even RMG move is to boost the rural consumption.
Yeah.
Because at least somebody was making this argument of that $100 billion is spent on food by that India 3-4 rural segment.
Yeah.
Like basic things. Usme se 25% was starting to go towards RMG.
Wow.
People were not eating what is required to like survive.
So broadly you're saying RMG बंद करो, GST कम करो, so that consumption goes in the things. Actually, by the way, this is something I've always thought about. So there's a calculation for GDP. So what comes in the calculation, if that doesn't go up but something else goes up, technically the country is changing, but it's not coming in the calculation of GDP. Like the informal economy that people talk about, right? Why is there so much push of formalizing the economy? Because you can't showcase that I am a superpower with such high GDP unless everything becomes a formal economy. So it could be an interesting, I could buy that argument. Ki if
One
you
hypothesis or conjecture you can say.
Because I don't think RMG was coming in GDP
Because the way
consumption.
it is timed na, कि इतनी जल्दी हुआ, around this हुआ, similar to GST. Like GST also 3 weeks we are out. So it's interesting. But I think
Then we could see more such things. Just hit.
yes.
By the way,
so
3-4
if Trump
महीने
comes up with
पहले
his own card, then we might have ace up our sleeve again.
we had the income tax limits also getting redesigned. No, like if you see, there's a continuous spate of announcements and changes being made. कि भाई इसको मतलब, and I don't know.
Was
is
it
in
different 10
preparation?
years back? I always wonder whether it is that I'm getting more aware and hence I can feel I'm more sensitive to changes. और what this kind of GST change हो रहा है, फिर demonetization हो रहा है, फिर you know your trade war हो गया कि I'm now more aware, hence मेरे को वो दिखता है, फिर पहले भी होता था. I don't know.
Maybe
Like recession,
we
for
have
example, I
to-
was in college, so I don't know.
But maybe
Sometimes
we are
I
more
don't
aware
think
also, but at least it hasn't been that frequent. Maybe we are connecting too many dots also.
हाँ मतलब अपना ही अपन रैंडमली भेजा फ्राई कर रहा है कि ऐसे ऐसे ही होता है और अपन ही ज्यादा उस पर बहुत सोच के कुछ तो एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल नाउ यू शोड मी दिस टू ग्राफ्स, लुक एट माय स्टूपिड ब्रेन. मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ कि ये जो सेथ बैंगन है लेफ्ट साइड वाला, he had so many ways to filter these names in terms of ordering. He decided to order them in increasing size of the line length. It is not in reducing order of net worth or alphabetical. It is length line. मतलब यार, I'm just thinking my brain is randomly like
नहीं, और
totally
फिर
useless.
शांतनु सोच रहा है और फिर कि इनको एम्प्लॉयमेंट देनी है तुम्हें.
I
So
think we
broadly,
can
what you're
overthink a
saying
lot.
is, social media content game has reached its pinnacle. As long as there is something to talk about, it will be talked about, and our minds are going exactly where everyone wants it to go, which is तुम घुस गए करके इसमें. धंधा छोड़ के तुम ये सब पकड़ में लग गए. धंधा करो.
क्या चल रहा है? How's the chaos around GST for you guys?
Okay only.
मेरे को तो समझ ही नहीं रहा है कि लोग कर क्या रहे हैं करके मतलब.
नहीं, but internally from a supply chain perspective.
आपका change क्या हुआ है?
हाँ,
अभी आपके कौन से
No,
वाले
it's-
कितने
It's a lot of things have changed. Different. We have too many SKUs. Maybe that's the problem. But no, I'll tell you, my worry is not supply chain. My worry is how the retailers have handled it. So, broad issue I see is that everybody has actually confused the customer as of now. And I don't think there is any crazy demand that's come because of that 5% or 10% drop in a 500 rupee product. Like, I don't think people are not buying a perfume or a razor because it was going to become 20 rupees cheaper. 20 rupees for platform fee दे रहे हैं यार लोग.
but even बड़े वाले आइटम्स में हुआ ना यार, प्रोटीन पे देख कितना ड्रास्टिक कट है.
I don't disagree, but have they passed on? Like, what has everybody done?
भाई at least big brands I think पूरा पास हो.
भाई
I
MRP कम कर रहे हैं,
I see.
ASP उतना ही ज्यादा कम नहीं कर रहे. Because everybody was 30% डिस्काउंट पे थे. या 20% डिस्काउंट पे थे, वो डिस्काउंट कम कर दिया. And it's
वो
okay. See, everybody has their own call. Like, let me give you a converse view, right? Everybody says that, oh, customer benefit. But what about the balance sheet block? Like, if you get into an inverted GST structure, there is a block on the balance sheet. Who's going to pay for that? Companies can't suddenly conjure up money in the air, right? Now, whatever the situation, I'm just saying the rollout has been very, I don't know what is the right word.
unplanned and immediate.
I think that's
But
the
ऐसे ही होता
government
है.
ka job. That is fine. But I think the retailers were not prepared for it. So they have also just jumbled up bunch of execution. And I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying that it's
होता ही है
hard
यार.
to do.
हाँ.
But by the way, on the other hand, all large MNCs, not MNCs, even like large consumer businesses, all knew. They all were aware. They all broadly knew directionally where their GST is going. All the registration codes by product, they knew ki if there's going to be a move in the slab, their MRP, their packaging, their retailer communication, everything was prepared basis multiple scenarios. All distributors got new billing 21st sharp. They all got new billing. HUL put a full front page ad saying which SKUs. So
But how
the
did they know before?
companies,
Like I didn't, like I kept asking and we got HSN code clarity like 4 days before. Because there was
no,
no
we got
official
HSN.
communication.
No. But I think they had through, I don't know whether it's a lobbying effort or whatever, but they had multiple scenarios saying this HSN code, for example, would probably be, we are the 25 HSN codes which are moving from this to this. The broad spirit was clear, na? The stuff that is essential is going to move down.
Yeah.
That they knew. So then they kind of had
Yeah,
estimates.
my view is, I mean, my limited view is I don't think, yes, mass grocery items, there was a benefit and accessions and stuff like that. But I'm seeing at least an immediate impact only on the 10,000 rupee plus items. गाड़ी हो
Yeah,
गया,
I see that.
मिक्सर ग्राइंडर हो गया, वहां पे इमीडिएट इम्पैक्ट है. बाकी इम्पैक्ट तो आई थिंक 2-3 क्वार्टर में समझ में आएगा. आई डोंट थिंक.
हमको वैसे भी सेल वाला भी इम्पैक्ट है ना. This is a sale period.
Yes, so
But
I'm not
that's
able
why
to.
timing
Attribution is.
this with the Diwali makes sense. But दिवाली में हाईएस्ट खर्चा यही सब चीजों पे होता है. बाइक लेनी है, गाड़ी लेनी है, एसी लेना है. I mean, ठीक है, एसी सीजन नहीं है, but I mean, you guys get the drift, right? Appliances.
Yeah.
Largely, whatever you hold off on and say कि I will buy during Navratri and Diwali is where I think the immediate impact will be clearly felt. I'm sure September, maybe we'll see the impact in October result cycle only for some of these companies. But OND में clearly difference दिखेगा. तो Jan public results should start seeing, because see, I think the biggest narrative for the last 2 years has been that FIIs are selling and consumption is not increasing. Nifty PE is increasing, PAT is not. The growth in PAT of the Nifty companies is not there, which now ideally should start changing. Though at the other end, you have IT services who are continuously taking hit after hit if you look at the H1B problem. So I don't know where we'll end up. See, all of us are, I don't know what is the right word, but ना के बराबर है हम Indian economy के system में, right? Like, so we can debate, but I think broadly between the
What are
top
you
5
seeing?
FMCG guys also, and their biggest drawback was rural consumption, right? Like they were struggling to scale because their bastion was tier 2, tier 3 India, which still relies on Unilever and Marico. And they are not saying कि हम protein खरीदेंगे या
Yeah.
good for you skincare खरीदेंगे because it has niacinamide and stuff like that, right? Largely the broader India 2, India 3 is where consumption was hit, which ideally should take we should make a comeback. Hopefully we'll start seeing the legacy companies start delivering better results in the coming quarters, which is where the answer will arise, because that's still 90-95% of what is driving most of private GDP, right? Like, yes, startups are exciting, but we would be still less than 5% of, like, and we would include the Grow's and the Zomatos and the Lenskarts in that top 5% of consumption GDP.
But just to give you some stats, I was speaking to someone said 10 years ago, Flipkart during this first phase of BBD, target was 1600 crores और hardly meet होता था वो. This year, apparently the target is 16,000 crores. And after the first day, everyone was saying that ये हो जाएगा, but supply chain फट जाएगा इस बारी.
Last year क्या था? I think 10 साल पहले तो ये सब अच्छा कहानी लगता है, but what matters is last year. Are you seeing 30-40% growth on last year is the question. I
Yeah,
doubt 40% growth.
अगर तू 10 साल का वो भी ले रहा है तो 25% केगर है. 1600 to 16,000 is a 25% केगर.
I don't
You
disagree.
can
but
say
I
एक
mean,
bump होगा बीच में XYZ, but it's been like every year.
Yeah.
We can all make an argument कि iPhone बेच के GMV हो जाता है XYZ.
नहीं, but अभी भी वही है ना. नहीं, limited point is, Chirag, you are asking me. I don't think consumption of a 500 rupee product is going to go through the roof. मेरे हिसाब से एटलीस्ट जो लाइक फ्लिपकार्ट का भी जो
नहीं, पर
बिग
गो
बिलियन डे
थ्रू
में
द
सबसे ज्यादा
रूफ क्यों
बिकता
होना
क्या है?
चाहिए? एक बात बता कि 10% रिडक्शन शुड इंक्रीज लीड टू 11% इन थोड़ा 1:1 इलास्टिसिटी डिमांड भी लगाएगा। 10% ही इम्पैक्ट है। वी एस्टिमेटेड दैट डे ना $10 बिलियन का इम्पैक्ट है। इट्स नॉट लाइक गो थ्रू द रूफ नहीं होने वाला है, राइट? मे बी कार्स में
नहीं,
व्हाट
but that's
डेटा
the
वी वर
narrative.
डिस्कसिंग टुडे मॉर्निंग
हाँ, that's the
टुडे नहीं नहीं no, I think that narrative is we calculated that na in the previous episode that it's a 10 to 12 billion dollar private consumption impact. It's
Hmm.
not something which is, and then on top of it, we are hit by H1B, which is a separate one, which I think is going to have a similar impact over time.
I actually am waiting for the first week of October where we have the Gandhi Jayanti and then salaries and then footfall in DMart and Reliance. That 10 days from 1st to 10th October in DMart and Reliance will give us a very good sense of whether, because right now it's very easy to attribute it to festive also. So abhi also I don't think city we are in the world of where a lot of this matters, like cars, ACs, etc. is separate. I also feel like essentials. For example, oil. I would like to see how oil moves. Edible oil movement will be very good too. Like there are some categories to track in terms of consumption movement over the next 20-30 days. हमको हमारा तो अंडर 15% SKU coverage है यार GST movement मतलब ज्यादा कुछ है ही नहीं और वो भी
I was surprised
the low
even for your category, you're saying only 10%.
no 10% of our SKUs have changed their GST slabs in volume. So trimmer में हुआ नहीं है. You know premium razors में like razors में हुआ नहीं है, blades में हुआ है. Shaving foam में हुआ नहीं है. Fragrances में हुआ नहीं है. Deodorant में हुआ नहीं. So our entire portfolio is unchanged, frankly. So हमको even like if you look at any BPC business, which is most of them will very few of them are actually operating at very mass levels or very essential portfolio. Most of them are
Yeah.
premiumized portfolios only, so they will not see much change. So our world will not see it, but I do feel like the Ponds brand manager, the Tide brand manager, these guys must be looking with very sharp eyes on consumption and offtakes.
I was seeing yesterday.
तू बता ना हाँ इंडेक्स तेरे पास है ना यार you should be
नहीं
able to
मेरा
tell us what is
D2C
that.
पे है, so D2C
City exam ले रहा है.
we actually take a dip. This time पे usually all concentration moves towards Amazon, Flipkart. Na?
Correct.
So first 2-3 days usually we are flattish and then it starts to go up. ये देखना new GST and festive price.
यार बट कैसे हो सकता है
ये
7,000 और
GST price या
9,000
festive
300
price है?
Yeah, similarly, Revant, I was seeing like multiple other.
नहीं नहीं बट इसमें वही
प्रोटीन
बोल
में
रहा हूँ
हुआ है क्या?
प्रोटीन में हुआ है 18 से 5 हो गया है
अच्छा.
आज हो गया
बट
ना?
my limited view is I think people were anyway already discounting so people may have moved MRPs a little
Yeah,
but
Optimum hardly discounts. Like Whole Truth also. I remember somebody telling me they put a full Excel sheet only, like reduce MRP with GST benefits, and then they put down everything saying this is old new MRP, this is new MRP.
has the selling price also come down by that much
ये रहा ना?
नहीं MRP है ये selling price वो नहीं है
हाँ मतलब जो
There's a
डिस्काउंट लगेगा आपको
difference.
इससे लगेगा ना?
नहीं मैं वही पे
That's
बोल
what
रहा
you
हूँ
were
ना
saying,
there is it's not necessary ना I may be discounting 25% before now I'll
Correct. Now
discount
you
only
will discount
10%.
20.
Yeah, my limited point is MRP as a concept for new age D2C brands never made sense
Yes,
because
God.
everyone is
Yeah.
between हाँ मतलब नाम के लिए है वो right
Correct.
like the trimmer I bought on Sunday when I was at the EBO it was 5,000 MRP so
Hmm.
I opened Amazon and I remember I was going to order from Blinkit but then आरती सुनाओ कि चल लेट हो रहा है करके so I said कि कार्ट में बाद में कर लूंगा करके तो आई रिमेंबर इट वाज 3,000 तो मैं बोला यार 5,000 में देगा दूसरा नहीं सर 40% डिस्काउंट ऐसे एकदम जैसे कि मेरे पे मेहरबानी कर रहा है बट इट वाज प्राइस मैचिंग Amazon एंड Blinkit so if everything is between 20 to 40% discount on an MRP और या आधे टाइम बाय वन गेट वन चलता रहता है ब्रांड्स का so then the MRP is meaningless people are pricing where they want to price where they feel that they can get demand and their economics can work that's a
Right,
fair
so-
So Reliance and DMart का first 10 days of October is very critical. Like that, we have to see what happens there. इस महीने की तनख्वाह आने के बाद क्या होगा will be very indicative of
Yeah.
what will happen for next 2-3 quarters.
I agree.
So
Maybe I
not
think
the same
Chirag, I'll be able to
market-
give you a nuanced answer in 2 weeks because we also see for us because we are also health and wellness, so we are more like
Yeah.
grocery. Like लोग खर्चा करते हैं तो 30th to 7th के बीच में या 30th to 10th के बीच में करते हैं because either we are part of people's lives or we are not, right? So we don't see that much fluctuation or any impact of these kind of sales. But yeah, maybe in 2 weeks I'll be able to give you a sense कि वो कार्ट सडनली लोगों को छोटा दिख रहा है तो आर पीपल आर सेइंग कि वाह मजा आ गया एक और प्रोडक्ट ऐड कर देते हैं तो लेट्स सी
हाँ
होपफुली
कुछ ऐसा इंटरेस्टिंग होगा. Interesting. No, but isn't that crazy that if Flipkart in 10 years have moved to a $2 billion sale during the first 5 days of BBD,
Crazy है वो.
right? मतलब they are
That number is mind-boggling. 16,000 crores in 5 days is mind-boggling, by the way.
so quite crazy. And then, you know, I was just thinking कि अगले 5 साल में क्या होगा ये number? Even if it is 4 times, 5 times, it's a crazy number.
Did you guys ever think that if, because quick-com is becoming now broadly tier 1 के लिए e-com, it's replacing, and therefore Amazon now is expanding and Flipkart Minutes is expanding. Do we see a version where Amazon and Flipkart also broadly for top 50 cities becomes a quick-com only business, and then the rest of the pin codes they serve on SDD, NDD that they already do anyway, right? Which then reduces their intention to make this sale sort of thing happen, because these guys never do sales, right? A Blinkit or a Instamart never announces कि भाई best prices
Instamart
है.
तो सेल पे है. Instamart भी सेल पे है. They have been
वो तो
running that
उन्होंने-
Ajay Devgan ad, na? That crazy ad. I don't know if you have seen.
Crazy है वो यार.
Oh, by the way,
Oh.
which takes me to, have you seen this year's Big Billion Day ads?
No.
Right.
Don't tell me. You have to see, there are 2 ads. One of them is with Amitabh Bachchan and Alia Bhatt, and the second one is R.D. Sharma.
The maths guy.
The maths guy. They've taken the actual R.D. Sharma in the ad. He's saying Flipkart पे 40% off है, 50% off है, 80% off है. यही तो मैं सिखाता हूँ. Crazy. I think this time, at least the marketing team at Flipkart has like done it very,
Very
well.
good understanding of who their
Yeah.
customer is. Engineers would be most of the buyers in mail. I think they're mail heavy compared to Amazon.
वो तो शांतनु
और
के पास
like-
stat है ही ना, 8 out of 10 are engineers, 3 idiot people. क्या 5 out of 10
So-
कुछ ऐसा है ना?
very solid nailing the who your customer persona is करके.
I remember even HC Verma. HC Verma has become a cult figure, यार. So clearly Unstream, very cool, very cool. $6 billion है GMV Blinkit का.
Whoa.
Which is growing like 100% year on year. So next year it will be $12 billion.
Doubling every year.
Right? Then let's say it slows down a little, but still will hopefully get to $20 billion in 2 years.
हाँ.
तो $20 billion तो Blinkit होगा, तो let's take Zepto plus Instamart should also follow that same curve. तो 20 वो दोनों हो जाएगा. तो 40 billion तो इन तीनों के बीच में हो जाएगा.
Correct.
Which then I see Amazon and Flipkart having to, like, there's no other option because both of them put together are like 50-60 billion. No, I'm just saying that ये जो
is 4 lakh orders a day.
मैं वही बोला, then this concept of waiting for this, maybe it'll only be for the large appliances thing because consumption will largely move here. The day-to-day items and grocery will largely move to these quick delivery things.
Yeah, it makes very, like, the numbers don't make sense. So, for example, if you're thinking $40 billion, that's roughly 3,20,000 crores, na? 3,20,000 crores.
साढ़े
और
तीन
इनके
लाख
number of stores हैं, their number of stores right now are across all, let's say, 5,000-6,000. Even if their number of stores, let's say, quadruples to 15,000.
नहीं उतना नहीं होगा.
15,000.
These guys will get there with roughly 3,000 stores each. तो 10,000 store में लोग पहुंच जाएंगे यहाँ पे.
तो 32 crore per store per year का GMV होगा. 32 crore. So each store will do 2.5 crores per month. Actually, you're right.
हो सकता है ना.
2.5 crores
Yeah.
per month per store is not.
वो
is
अपना,
not a
if you
lot.
remember the Rahul के साथ जो अपना meeting हुआ था, the discussion that we done on Quickcom, the biggest advantage they have is inventory turns. So if they turn the inventory 12 times in a year, you are holding inventory of only 3 crores in the store at any point of time, which is not that.
Yeah. 1 month inventory, yeah. Yeah.
That's what they are, right? They, in fact, they pride themselves on keeping less than 1 month inventory because they turn it very fast. I think the
Vijay,
pura,
I think if at that scale, the faster they grow and the smarter they become, the lesser the tolerance for brands that don't sell or SKUs that don't sell,
yeah.
is my view. It's
Yeah.
counterintuitive because you'll assume that as they're growing, they'll have more stores, they'll have more space, they'll have more. But I think the profitability pressure plus speed pressure of other SKUs will actually have lower tolerance for newer brands. So this whole
Which
quick
is
commerce
why
first.
your Nestle's and Coca-Cola's pay them almost GT margins. But for a
Yeah.
new age D2C brand, they'll be like, bhai, ye dena hai karke. Because like,
Correct.
unless you become very large scale and you're able to show that throughput, which is so fast, that at some point of time, maybe they'll be like, chalo, theek hai yaar. I am also hoping at some point of time, they'll be like, theek hai yaar, thoda margin kam kar lete hain. But Today
ये
तो
margin और
that's
CAC कभी कम थोड़ा ना होते हैं नहीं they are one sided curve है ये one sided sloped curve है
what Amazon now and Flipkart have done smartly is they have continued with the same margin structure that was there for marketplace, which is by the way much more lucrative than what the quick com guys are charging. So if Amazon now and Flipkart scale, because they already it's a question of dark stores. I didn't know they were at 4 lakh orders Flipkart minutes, but I don't see a reason क्योंकि उनका CAC नहीं है, right? They already
Correct.
have the customer base, and ऐसा नहीं है कि तू
they
Blinkit
are
से order
doing
कर
the trend play here कि it's engagement for them
correct. So
Yeah.
everybody still has the Amazon app. They'll always have the Amazon app. और अगले 3 साल तो रखेंगे लोग, right? कितना भी बड़ा हो जाए Blinkit और Instamart. So Amazon now has 3 years to just scale to the top 20 cities, and then it will become habit कि यार मैं मंगा लूंगा ना Amazon now से. और उनके पास तो सारा डेटा है, वो तो टेक कंपनी है.
and by the way that was also clear I was speaking to someone he was saying US में clear हो गया है कि India and UAE where quick commerce is eating into market share there like it has been approved that they're going to invest and do quick
Correct.
commerce
Yes.
so even with
So
Amazon so they are going to take it
correct.
very
So
seriously from here
correct. So in fact, even in UAE, Noon Minutes is Amazon and Noon are equal in size for e-commerce, but Noon Minutes is 5 times Amazon now because they reacted quickly, right?
Yeah.
So, but sorry, coming back, my view is at some point of time, people will say, ki, bhai, because see, yes, Amazon has become profitable now and they'll again invest, but they don't have to reacquire the customer or engage. They have they are the most sticky customer base, has been the most sticky for a very long time. All of these are Prime users. Every year you'll renew your Prime, 1500 रुपए है. वो 1500 2000 हो जाएगा, आप renew करते रहोगे. Amazon Prime मिल रहा है आपको उसमें.
Prime पे ads आ गई
हाँ, Prime पे तो पैसा बन. I don't know if you saw Amazon के results FY25 is
90% loss reduction हो गया
वो अभी
they've
profitable हो गया.
reduced their losses by 90%.
₹5 प्लेटफॉर्म फी तो अभी आ गया ना, प्रॉफिटेबल भी हो गया वो. ठीक है. अब सिंपल सवाल ये है कि दे हैव ऑल द डेटा कि हमारे सबसे पावरफुल यूजर्स कहाँ हैं, हम वहां डार्क स्टोर डालेंगे. सिलेक्शन ऑलरेडी है हमारे पास, हमें पता है क्या कहाँ बिकता है. सो the faster they roll out, and I'm seeing them roll out pretty fast, and their margin structure is much more better than a
Yeah,
Blinkit.
that's crazy. If you are saying that they are charging the same, let's say, if you do the fulfillment, then it used to be 18%, and let's say
नहीं
in
ज्यादा है
a
अभी because they made their logistics and warehousing a profit center. So actually, you ended up, let's think most people ended up paying between 22 to 30% anyway to Amazon, depending on what category you are in, right? Except for Honasa, which still has the best terms ever, and people keep talking about the fact that यार इतने beautiful terms, but ठीक है जो है वो है. But if you and now what is happening is उनके लिए उनका master warehouse और long logistics या dark store and short logistics, for them it's the same cost. It will still be run as a profit center. So they ran warehousing and logistics as a profit center. They will continue to do that as in the dark store model. They know they've spent 10 years in India. Even Flipkart knows, right? कि इस पे पैसा नहीं चलाएंगे वो लोग. Because they don't need to rebuild the entire fleet. In fact, the only problem they need to figure is maybe नहीं मिल्क रन तो ऑलरेडी था उनका. Like Amazon Logistics was already doing milk run in the last mile cities. So there's nothing changing for them much versus just putting maybe more dark stores, which is the only condition to roll out. And then they have data, right? कौन से पिन कोड पे क्या बिकता है वो खुद ही भर देंगे वो लोग. There is zero intervention from the brand. Automatically, as soon as you list, they keep sending it to pin codes, refill. Like ये सब जो बना रहे हैं ना Instamart और Blinkit, ये तो इनका DNA already है.
बना हुआ है वो, correct.
Zepto and Instamart have to in some ways fundraise. I think that was the smartest thing that Dipinder did by raising that $1 billion QIP, right? इतना बड़ा war chest बना लिया कि भाई तुम लगे रहो करके types. But I think Flipkart and Amazon have enough of a war chest. I don't see them worrying about कि यार $1 billion डालना है तो maybe Flipkart still has to because they have to go IPO. Amazon clearly will go all in on this. So let's see how 1 year later this plays out. But I know enough brands who are saying we would prefer to keep Flipkart and Amazon like scale there with Flipkart Minutes and Amazon now because they behave like retailers platforms. मतलब मन मर्जी नहीं है. At least that's my limited view. Like usually nobody would root for an Amazon or a Flipkart, but in this case I'm seeing most brands rooting for Flipkart Minutes and Amazon saying आप scale करो यार करके.
Yeah, and Walmart also made a statement that they are going to not worry about profit making in Flipkart and continue to invest, considering their quick commerce is a market share game.
अच्छा.
They made a statement in the last results.
I was hearing profitability पे बहुत pressure है because IPO जाना है because there's no more
Core business पे
capital.
होगा, I think quick commerce they're investing.
Have they put a platform fee? Has Flipkart put a platform fee to make more money on
Bro,
the core
platform
business?
fee, they have every kind of fee. I bought a phone and they have this packaging fee, protection fee, like 300 rupee fee.
Hmm.
So crazy. But I loved the tech experience this time on Flipkart. Huge
सेम और
influx,
मतलब
and so they had huge influx, of course, during the early access. They had this huge iPhone deal going on, and then at every step, it didn't go to like page not found 404. You were in a queue.
हम्म
So keep retrying, but you are in a queue. You are not like restarting. So it was
हम्म
well, I think, managed this time. That if you can imagine, like banks wouldn't have upgraded their APIs, PAPGs, all of them were they were queues. It was nicely
हम्म
done, quite inspirational. In fact, Amazon पे I remember seeing a lot of screenshots where people are saying I'm seeing dogs. 404 hour. Interesting. Should we move to H1B?
Yeah, no, unless, sorry,
Mm.
I had very strong views on this, unless you guys have different views on uh, the GST thing. मतलब मुझे तो at least I got most excited looking at the car sales बढ़ गई है. लोग बोल रहे हैं कि भाई साहब डीलर बहुत खुश है. I don't know how much of this translates to results, but at least the early signs seem exciting for automobile as a sector. Um,
बट रेवंत अच्छी बात है ना. आई एम सेइंग पीआर होनी चाहिए ये सब में. यू नो कि ऑल ऑफ दिस पीआर लीड्स टू एक्साइटमेंट. नोबडी लुक्स एट कि नंबर बढ़ रहे हैं. सब लोग बोल रहे हैं यार सब कर रही है दुनिया शॉपिंग, चलो तुम भी कर लो.
आज इकोनॉमिक टाइम्स के पेज पे 4 आईपीओ के बैक टू बैक फ्रंट पेज एड्स, 5 आईपीओ.
वाह.
मतलब मैं सोच रहा हूँ चलो ठीक है एक आईपीओ है, पता नहीं नाम भी नहीं सुना, नेक्स्ट ये भी नाम नहीं सुना, ठीक है एक और आईपीओ, तो पेज टर्न किया फिर आईपीओ, फिर पेज टर्न किया फिर आईपीओ. मतलब भाई लाइक चल क्या रहा है करके. सो आई एम
ब्रो.
होपिंग दैट द स्टोरी टेलिंग इज नॉट टू एन एक्सटेंट कि भाई भाई सारा माल उतार दो करके मार्केट में. बाकी फिर आगे देखा
दिवाली से.
जाएगा. दिवाली से.
दिवाली.
Yeah, interesting.
You have a
My
sovereign on the cap table who's known to gobble up any share because they have deployment. There's no,
no,
ऐसा नहीं है कि
no, like no
उनके
cap.
there's no cap and they have enough money and they've been they're inside the company. Like for me, whenever a company shares are available, when there is so much dry powder available for existing shareholders to buy in, for me that's always a question. Because yeah, ulta hai, in fact, like these large sovereign slash balance sheets like to take $500 million positions.
Yeah, but do they like to own? The question is not whether the position is large. The question is, do
No.
they like to own and
Yeah.
operate the business?
No, it's not
Oh, they
operating,
do?
na?
Oh.
No, they can go up to 30-35%. यहाँ तो कुछ भी नहीं है holding. The holding is not very large. Like a Westbridge or Temasek and all, they'll be okay यार, खरीदते रहो करके. अगर धंधा अच्छा लगा तो खरीदते रहो ना. क्या प्रॉब्लम है? नहीं क्या?
So then, I don't know what position they are at right now.
So Temasek is 13%. Rebel में they own 25%. There's nothing. They put $200 million. So you can put 100 million here and own more ना, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Think about it ना. मतलब मेरे को सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग वो लगा कि यार why would share, like this was the same thing with Swiggy, right? I know Avnish said that there was, maybe that's a good story, right? This was a planned strategy कि रिटेल के हाथ में स्विगी शेयर होंगे तो वो लोग भी बोलेंगे हाँ स्विगी से खरीदते हैं, जोमेटो से नहीं खरीदते हैं, stuff like that. But I still think it was that existing shareholders didn't want to buy more. Like Naspers proudly said, we will never sell Swiggy. We will never sell Urban Company because they're a balance sheet. Now, I think Swiggy's was a very specific case because they were already identified as a promoter because they held more than 26%. But if you're identified as a promoter, ठीक है और खरीदो, क्या दिक्कत है? But when a balance sheet which has like $100 billion to deploy, or at least overall global hoga, India would be like $5 to $10 billion to deploy. Putting 50 million more in a company that you can own more of and you have comfort on whether this company is going in the right direction, why would you not do that? That means you either don't have comfort or you don't like the value. One of the two things, right? In the end, answer तो वही निकलता ना कि you don't like the risk reward equation, which for a sovereign, which by the way broadly looks at a 18-20% IRR, is a big question. Like sovereign को थोड़ी उसका cost of capital तो कुछ नहीं है ना.
नहीं, बट तू ये बोल रहा है कि why isn't Temasek not buying more?
Yeah.
But is there like a large block available?
हाँ मेल
कितनी
देखो ना,
छोटा
30 से 50
contract
मिलियन
hold
लिखा है.
नहीं 30 to
नहीं
50 million.
यार बट तुम क्यों रिटेल को लाने दोगे? तुम बोलोगे ना यार हम ही खरीद लेते हैं करके, क्यों छोड़ोगे? तो पता नहीं, मतलब मुझे ऐसा क्वेश्चन मार्क लगता है.
Maybe going IPO is also beyond just shareholding change. It's also like it's a big marketing
Because
event.
if I have Temasek on the cap table, I would want them to own as much as possible before the IPO. Because I don't want a seller, no. वो तो सॉवरेन है, बैलेंस शीट है, उसको थोड़ी बेचना है. उसको तो अपने प्राइवेट
That
बुक से
is.
पब्लिक बुक में स्विच कर देना है कि आई हेल्ड 100 million or 200 million of stock in private. Now I hold it in public. They are not sellers. That's the point of a balance sheet, right? If you don't have an exit timeline, if you don't have some LP you have to return money to, that's the best capital to bring, because as long as you keep giving 25% IRR, or if you're showing that तुम 25% देते रहोगे, वो क्यों बेचेगा? Because by the way,
Good point,
redeploying
actually.
that capital is also hard. No? Sovereigns hate exiting because as long as you're delivering. Because they're like, boss, मेहनत लगता है 200 million deploy करने के लिए कहीं पे. कहाँ deploy करोगे?
That's true.
Your job is not like a PE that you have to flip it in 5 years. Your job is to go in and then stick as long as possible.
Stay.
Because life simple रखना चाहिए तुमको. एकदम simple रखना है life. Get into consistent compounding machines and ideally don't exit. Anyway, I think we digress from
When was the last time Temasek type funds exited from a company?
rare. Very rare. Like even if you are a suboptimal performance for let's say 2 years, let's say you grow only 10%. और उनको दिख रहा है कि नहीं यार फ्यूचर विल बी बेटर. सी इन द एंड देयर आर ऑलवेज बैड इयर्स, नो. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि डोमिनोज हर साल 25% ग्रो करता है. कभी 10% ग्रो करेगा, कभी 40% ग्रो करेगा. यू हैव टू लुक एट, डू यू बिलीव इन अ 5 year और अ 7 year व्यू कि ये 25% ग्रो करेगा? देन व्हाई वुड यू?
Yeah.
That's the core benefit of having long only investors or balance sheets. ना their world view is like entrepreneurs. They even 5 भी कम है, 10 साल का व्यू लेंगे यार वो लोग. कि तुम 10 साल सोचो, हम भी 10 साल सोच रहे हैं. Otherwise, a PE will say कि अच्छा, I need 3x in 5 years. So then you're only taking 5-year plan. You're not thinking like in decades, which is what everyone advises, right? Entrepreneurs should think in decades. But then you also need that kind of capital with you, right? जो decades सोचेगा. And that's why venture capital
That's true.
became so well loved, na? Because every VC has stuck around for, I mean, yes, they always push for growth because they want that 50x outcome. But it is a 10 to 12-year view that they take. Nobody takes.
Yeah, that's true.
Like everyone celebrated the urban company, Excel and Elevation. Great results also, right? 30x बना जो भी है. But they also entered in 2016. 2025 में आपको liquidity मिल रही है और exit तो 1 साल बाद है because you have a lock-in, right? So 10 साल तो बैठे ही ये लोग. Misho will be 10 years when it goes IPO. Lenskart would have been maybe more, but I think a lot of them exited to the ideas of the world and Caps of the world. Healthcart ले लो आप, 14-15 साल. Rebel 15-16 years, right? So in the end, most VC exits have happened between year 10 and year 12. Sometimes even year 13, year 14. Pine Labs will do an IPO now. Pine Labs, Sequoia has been sitting since 2006.
Yeah.
20 years हो जाएंगे यार. So, I know VCs get a lot of hate on this कि यार बहुत growth के लिए push करते हैं, short term thinking. But actually, if you see, there is a decade long thinking as such. But ask is कि यार decade में 50-100x करते हैं versus like 3x, 4x in year. But at a scaled up business where a Temasek comes in, they'll say, yeah, 3x in 10 years or 4x in 10 years is a good place to be.
Yeah.
It's a great thing for them, no? Because they would also be in a HDFC bank where now, let's say their $1 billion position is growing 10% year on year. So they would love a $200 million position to grow 20% year on year. Anyway, I think maybe this, you should get someone from maybe a sovereign fund, yeah. I think it's a very misunderstood. It's a rare asset class because there are not enough. Like you would have GIC, Temasek, both of which are the Singapore government essentially. Then you have the likes of ADIA, which is the Abu Dhabi. You have Qatar, QIE, Qatar Invest. Like every country has their own sovereign fund, effectively. In fact, there's a lot of ask, right? Why doesn't India have its own sovereign fund? And there was I think it exists, but it's still more like a fund of funds. I think the NIIB or something, the National Invest. I forget the exact name. Large fund, but still acts more like a fund of funds with direct investments. Or SIDBI becomes a very large backer for most new age VCs as such. But a lot of these large sovereigns have done very well if you think about it. I mean, Naspers is technically a balance sheet, but again, phenomenal investments and returns in a country like India, right? They still hold 25% of Swiggy. So, I mean, that stake is worth what now? $3.5 billion. And For them, if it becomes $6 billion, that's what they are hoping for, or $10 billion in a period of 10 years. Because they've seen that with Tencent, no? Now, I don't know if you know the Naspers as an entity is like much smaller than Tencent, because in Tencent they held 20-25% at one point of time. The stake of Tencent was worth multifold of what Naspers was ever worth. And so they made so much money there that they just kept removing that and deploying in other internet assets globally, which has also worked out well for them.
Yeah.
So it's like, think about the
Input.
InfoEdge stake in Zomato being more than the core business itself at some point of time, right? So this is the behavior that ideally a lot of interesting balance sheets are exhibited over, and because that's where you can take a 20-year view. Again, InfoEdge classic example, 2008, it will be 18 years since
Yeah.
they invested in Zomato and they still hold. like क्यों बेचूं मैं? मेरा कोई एग्जिट टाइमलाइन ही नहीं है, दे रहा है वो रिटर्न, बढ़िया कर रहा है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है?
They own a
Yeah,
lot.
now they
I
still
think they
own
own
12%.
11-12%. Yeah.
They have sold it over time. Yeah.
Crazy. 35,000 crore position of just one investment. It's crazy sometimes. Some of these things, like all the things that you do in like a 35-40 year career versus one decision to invest some
But
capital.
that's why people say ना, never sell. Like angel investment में वही
Quite
होता है ना,
crazy.
लोग रो देते हैं कि यार तुम क्यों बेचते बोल रहे हो करके. Because if you see a compounding, like it's very
Yeah.
rare that, and we should get Utsav. I pinged him. Maybe next week we can do a pod with him. It's very rare that you'll get a 50x and you still feel कि ये 200x हो सकता है करके. तो लाइफ में आते बहुत कम है, तो बेचना नहीं चाहिए आइडिया. If you keep seeing the compounding. So every 6 months चिराग does come up and say कि यार अच्छा थोड़ा बेचते हैं. I'm like नहीं भाई, till IPO हम बैठे रहेंगे.
मैं तो उल्टा
उसके
हूँ, मैं
बाद
तो डालता रहता हूँ. आई एम लाइक
हाँ,
डबलिंग डाउन.
वो प्रेशर आता है फिर मेरे को कि भाई साहब मतलब कुछ तो इनको कुछ दिख रहा जो मुझे नहीं दिख रहा है.
अरे वो आई एम रियलाइज जो जिस बिजनेस में होता है ना, वो इतना प्रॉब्लम्स में घिरा होता है कि उसको नहीं समझ में आ रहा होता, उसको लगता है यार ये भी सॉल्व करना है, वो भी सॉल्व करना है.
That I agree.
एंड देन
We see problems more
at least
than
largely, yeah, and largely, you know, at least now after doing it what for 10-12 years, अभी तो वो हो गया, कंपाउंडिंग थोड़ा हमने हाथ से देख लिया. So if there are tailwinds, then please चलने दो.
Yeah, that's true.
Comes rarely,
That's
but
true.
लग रहा है तो चल रही है, चलने दो.
Okay.
चल.